Alrighty guys, how's it going out there? Rooster and 10, roostercb.com, RCI 2990DX. This is a radio that got somebody locally that's interested in it, so this will be a demo for them and a demo for anyone else should it not sell. So he's interested in it, and I told him before he came to pick it up I would do a little demo video on it. So yeah, here we go. Pretty nice radio, obviously a turbo radio. Should have two 2290s in it. Does have the fan kit on the back, and it has a switch back here. I'm assuming that's to turn the amp section on and off, but we will get into that here in a second as we test the radio. So dual echo control knobs on the front, and pretty much everything else about like your standard 2995, 2950, etc. Just a little bit older version, but this is a nice radio. It is missing the handlebars off of it. I sell the handlebars. You know, if that's something that bothered somebody, you can always buy the handlebars for it. But it did not come in here with any handles on it. It's on channel 26 because the guy that I got it from actually had it hooked up talking on it on 26 before we got together. So just real quick, I'll just key up the Cobra 90 back here, show you that it receives. There you guys go. It's so weird how this dummy load works, like, you know, transmitting dummy load to dummy load. Sometimes if I move my hand closer to the radio, I can make the meter go down. So weird, but anyway, it's receiving good, just like we would expect it to. Do these have talkback on them? I guess they do. I couldn't remember if they did or didn't. Let's see if talkback works. Hello. Oh yeah, it actually works pretty good there. Hello. Audio. I was expecting it to squeal. Hello. But there you guys go. There's your echo and your talkback working. We got the mic gain at halfway. I'm running the 6-pin Ranger up and down mic on it. I also sell these. It does take a 6-pin, just like a 2950, 2995 and all that. You have to have a 6-pin mic or a 6-pin adapter for it. But we got the old Ranger mic on here, and it seems to be doing okay. Alrighty, so here's the main thing that most people care about, the output test. We got a 250 watt slug, so we're going to be looking at the top scale here. Hello, audio. Now that's just average power, okay? That's not PP, that's average. And that was the RF power at about a quarter. Hello, there's RF power all the way down. So it will drop down to nothing on the dead key. Audio, to going almost 90. And if we turn it wide open, that's probably way too much. I would not run it that way, but over 50 watts, hello, you know, swinging like 125 average. I'd probably run it somewhere along, you know, if you're running the radio by itself, right along in there, you know, 25 watt dead key, let it swing the rest. Obviously, if you're running to an amplifier, you might have to turn it down some. Here's your PEP audio. Now again, this is measured on a bird, so you know different meters may show different. I would expect, you know, like on a Dosi or something, probably like 150 PEP because they don't show, you know, true PEP peak power. But on the bird here, she's showing about 175 or so. So that's pretty mild for one of these. I've seen people wind them up and have them showing crazy power, but it does put the power supply in a strain. You know, really safe output on one of these, 150, 175 watts PEP, and you'll be good to go. Here's going to be your sideband output right here. Hello, check 1, 2, 3, audio, and it's right along in the same kind of parameter as the AM is. Hello, so, you know, 155 on sideband, does a little bit less. But there you guys go. I will test that switch, but just to show you it is on sideband there. Don't you think we were just pulling any kind of trickery on you? Let's go back to AM and see if this switch does anything. All right, we just flipped it down, so let's see if it changed the output any. Oh yeah, it goes, it knocks the output way down. So yeah, that's definitely, that is definitely killing the amp section. I don't even know how much that's doing, not much. Which goes to say, you could probably juice the radio up and it'll probably drive the amp section a bit harder. That thing didn't look like it was doing very much at all. Here's a 50 watter middle scale here. So yeah, hello. It is not doing much at all with that switch down. So definitely not set up to run, you know, just the barefoot radio by itself. You're definitely going to want to run it with the switch up. Again, we can go back to our 250 there. So yeah, it's doing really low power with the amp section off. And then you get, hello, with the amp section back on. She's rocking and rolling there. So you could run it with the amp off if you just had like a super low drive little amplifier you want to use. But my recommendation on this thing would be to run it with the amp section on, because yeah, they have got the radio side of it cut back. So it's barely, I mean barely. Like I said, if we juice the radio side up, it would make this thing do a lot more power. But there you guys go. Let me know what you think. Again, this one may be sold. I'm not sure. He messaged me and was wanting to come get it today, but I didn't have time to do a video last night. And I've got another guy that I've got to meet today on that 2517. So we're just kind of scrambling around here, guys, and getting done what we can. Got some unboxing to do that we've been meaning to do too. So, of course, lots of videos and stuff coming up. Lots of radio equipment coming up. Again, appreciate everybody, and if you're somebody that does business with me, as always, appreciate your patience, as I'm sometimes a little bit slow to get stuff shipped out, but we're keeping our head above water. Appreciate y'all. Rooster and 10, roostercb.com. Y'all have a good one. See you, bye. Click, click.